Alright, today is September 12th, 2023. And we're back with another video. In this video, we're going to be going over some of my top picks as far as like what Mcfarlane could come out with in the near future. You know, like I said before, if you're not collecting Mcfarlane toys at this moment in time, I'm telling you right now, it's a good time to jump into it now because we're probably going to get some of the best sculpted, designed characters that some we've gotten before and some we've never gotten before. But here are a few different storylines that I wanted to pretty much go over and, you know, try to wish into fruition of certain characters that we could possibly see in the future. And my first one is the Sean Murphy series of Batman Beyond the White Knight. Now, this series pretty much has Batman Beyond, which is a figure we already received, and it also has the White Knight Batman, but in a more different look because he has like a trench coat and everything. It also has, you know, the entire Bat family, all different designs, all new, you know, illustrations. And I really think that Todd could actually pull this off and actually give us some of these characters, some that we've had before and others that are brand new. But overall, I think it'll be a really good, well-designed wave if he goes this route. Taking a look at certain designs, you can actually see that the Bat family themselves, they all have brand new outfits, which is cool. And if you don't know the story of Batman Beyond the White Knight, you know, pretty much the Joker, he's gone. But he lives as an AI system inside Batman's head, which is a pretty cool concept because I never really thought of any type of writer that can actually pull something like this off. But if you ever read this book, you'll know that Jake Napier, who's originally the Joker, comes back and actually assists Batman in, you know, stopping crime bosses or whatever. But overall, the Bat family in this particular series, I think they did a really good job as far as the design. You know, they got the Robin team, you know what I'm saying? You got Harley Quinn over here, and she has an all-new sculpt and everything. You have, you know, Dick Grayson, you know what I'm saying? You got Batman, who's pretty much old in this particular series, but he does have his dog. So it's like bridging the gap between Batman Beyond and, you know, our normal modern Batman that we have now. But what's cool about this storyline is he does have the White Knight costume, and he also has Joker in his human form, which is pretty interesting, you know. But yeah, this is just one wave that I, you know what I mean, will put up a recommendation if, you know, the Todd Mcfarlane's Toys team department, whoever's watching this video, you know what I'm saying, would actually give it consideration to, because I think it'll be really cool. And not only that, we can not only get Batman again, but we can get the dog that goes with him, which I think will be awesome. Little 2-pack, you know what I'm saying? But yeah. Now, next one up is the Dark Knight Returns. Now, we got the first wave of the Dark Knight Returns. We got Robin, we got Batman, we got Joker, and I think it was the Build-A-Horse bath, but we never received the mutant leader yet. And I'm hoping we still get a mega fig of that mutant leader. You know what I'm saying? Because I think that'll be a very good, awesome design. You know what I'm saying? As far as what Todd done with Bane, I think the mutant leader will just be just as good. You know what I'm saying? And we can pretty much finish off this particular series of the Batman Returns arc. Now, we didn't get the blue costume yet. So I think when revisiting this particular wave or this particular series, he can give us another Batman with the blue outfit. You know what I'm saying? Because we got the black and gray costume before, but now we can get the blue and gray costume, and we could probably get a variant with him really beat up and everything, which I think will come off pretty awesome. Frank Miller is a living legend. You know what I'm saying? Todd gives very high respects to Frank Miller, so I can pretty much see Todd revisiting the Frank Miller series, because it's just an awesome series. Back in the 90s when this story came out, it was so far removed from anything Batman related we've ever seen. So when we got this grizzled, old, you know what I'm saying, worn down Batman who's still in the fight, it was a good series. You know what I'm saying? Now, we did get the Dark Knight Returns, the Golden Child. And in this particular series, I would like to see the Supergirl. I would like to see the new Batgirl. You know what I'm saying? As far as from the Golden Child series, which was pretty much Dark Knight Returns 3. You know what I mean? But from 2, I would like to see Wonder Woman. This Wonder Woman we got in the Mattel DC Multiverse line, but I would like to see this particular Wonder Woman in the Mcfarlane line. Can you imagine how awesome this figure will look? I have this figure, but I would like to get a upgrade to this figure in the Mcfarlane line. I mean, she just looks so awesome. You know what I'm saying? And her costume is so classic and unique in a way that it's a whole new design. And you can still get the new Supergirl in this particular series as well. But overall, I think Todd revisiting Frank Miller's artwork and giving us exactly how it's drawn, you know what I'm saying, I think it'd be perfect. A lot of people had problems with the Superman face when we got the Superman in the first wave. But you got to understand that that's Frank Miller's artwork that you're getting. So anytime you collect McFarlane action figures, you're getting that particular art design. It's just like the Hush Superman. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say he looks pale and never, but that's exactly how he's drawn in the comic. You know? So for him to, you know, anytime he visits these comic books, he's giving us an artist rendition of it. He's not sculpting it himself. He's not sculpting it as an interpretation. He's giving us the exact way as it was drawn in the comic. And when we get it on our shelves and we open the package up and we take a look at the art, we can actually see that, yeah, these characters are designed a certain way. You know what I'm saying? As far as how the artist intended. It's just like the Jim Lee Batman, you know, that we recently got. And I think that was a very good Batman to read. I still think that's one of the best Batmans that came out. You know, the dark navy blue gray suit, you know, the one that's very hard to find right now. But I think that's a very good Batman as well. But in this particular series, we can get not only the Wonder Woman, but we can get the Flash. You know what I'm saying? In this particular series, spoiler alert, you know, breaks his legs or whatever. There's a whole, you know, series of that going on as far as how's the Flash trying to, you know, maintain his speed and everything. But yeah, this is a good storyline. And if Todd revisits this particular wave, I would like to get the blue gray Batsuit Batman, and also a variant of him beat up. You know, I would like to get a Mega Fig Mutant Leader. You know what I'm saying? I would like to get the Wonder Woman. And I would also like to get the Supergirl. You know what I'm saying? Because the Supergirl in this one, it's a different design. But it's Frank Miller's design and his interpretation of this particular story that I think will be a very good wave for Wave 2 of The Dark Knight. Next up, this is a historic moment as far as comics. When the Watchmen meets DC. And I don't know how that will look, but I'm pretty sure the sculptors over at Mcfarlane Toys could pull this off. Now, in this particular series, you know what I'm saying, they find Yellow Flash runs back in time, and all of a sudden he just automatically dies, just like that. And they see a button on the floor, and they're like, what is this button? And this is supposed to lead us into the Watchmen entering the, you know what I'm saying, DC universe. And I think this particular wave, if Todd was to ever make the Watchmen, it'll be so awesome because we'll get all of the characters that we will want from the Watchmen. I think he could pull that off. I don't know if he would want to do like a 5-pack, or he may want to just split it up in waves, or give us like one character per every, you know, announcement or waves or whatever. But that would be awesome to get the Watchmen. You know what I'm saying? Alan Moore's Watchmen is a part of the DC universe now. So I can only imagine what those sculpts look like. Yes, we've had Watchmen made before from DC Direct. And I don't know if there's going to be a problem with that as far as DC Direct still releasing their figures under McFarlane's brand. But if McFarlane was to pull it off and do it, you know we're going to get all the bells and whistles. We're going to get the actual pristine sculpt of each one of the members of the Watchmen. You know what I'm saying? So that's another one of my wish lists as far as like, hopefully we'll see in the future. And not to say that we won't. I have a feeling that we will, because the line is still young. We're just starting out. And like I said in the beginning of this video, it's a good time to jump into the McFarlane DC line now. Believe me. because certain sculpts I don't think we're gonna actually see anymore. There's certain waves you're not gonna see anymore. So while the time is right, while the iron is hot, I would say jump into it right now, because the future is looking real bright as far as this particular toy line. And like I said, the Watchmen, I mean, come on, the Watchmen and the Mcfarlane toy line would just be amazing to me. You know what I'm saying? We get a new Flash, you know what I'm saying? And we get definitely a new Batman, obviously, because Batman has to be in every wave. You know what I mean? So for the people who like to sit there and be the armchair critics, oh, we always get Batman's. Look, Batman needs to be in every wave, period. He's the #1 seller. He needs to be in every wave. I don't care if it's the Watchmen. I don't care if it's any other line. There's a Batman in that universe, in that particular story somewhere, and you're going to get him. Next up, the Green Lantern Corps. Now, we did get Atrocitus, which is an awesome figure. We got Green Lantern, which is also an awesome figure. And we're getting a Sinestro coming up. But I want the purple lanterns, and I definitely want the orange lantern. He's only one guy. I can see that easily being made. I think we're going to get an orange lantern before we get a purple lantern or any other lanterns that are out there. But I think we're definitely going to get an orange lantern. I have a strong feeling that orange lantern is coming, because he's only one guy. You know, he's greed. So he wants everything for himself. And he will fit nice on anyone's DC shelf who is currently collecting the Mcfarlane line. But yeah, another one that I have a feeling we're gonna end up seeing in like a collector's edition series would be Guy Gardner, because Guy Gardner is a fan favorite. A lot of people love him, and we definitely need a Guy Gardner. A lot of people have their gripes with him, especially in this world we living in today. He's too harsh. He's mean. That's Guy Gardner, and even DC shelved him and put him on the shelf, which is sad, because Guy Gardner was an awesome Green Lantern. So for all my Guy Gardner fans out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm saying? We need Guy Gardner as a Green Lantern. You know what I mean? Now, hopefully, because he goes far back in the DC history, we could probably get him in that special edition packaging or whatever. I'll pay that $30. I'm sorry. I'll pay that $30 to get that Guy Gardner. You know what I'm saying? Guy Gardner needs all the bells and whistles, and he needs that stand with his painting in it too, because Guy Gardner is just an awesome Green Lantern. But yeah, as far as any other Green Lantern, I would like the Guy Gardner first. I know the big dude is what everybody wants to. Can't think of his name right now, but he'd be cool. You know what I'm saying? But Guy Gardner needs to be made next, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, we got that Atrocitus wave, and that Atrocitus figure. And that Atrocitus figure is awesome. Shout outs to Ethan Van Sciver for creating it, because he's just a beast of a character. You know what I'm saying? And even if we get other Red Lanterns, that'll be cool too. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, I want my Guy Gardner. So, you know what I mean? We got to get that Guy Gardner, man. And like I said, even the purple lanterns, can't really see him doing it. But if he does, the best way to do purple lanterns, because some of the outfits are similar, I would say put a purple lantern in a box and then give us like 3 different head sculpts. That'd be the best way to do it. Make it a deluxe, make it a collector's edition. But the best way to pull off a purple lantern in these times, with there's so many waves that are going to be coming out, I would say pack her in there with at least 2 or 3 alternate heads of different characters, so we can actually swap it out. You know what I'm saying? And if people want to army build that purple lantern shelf, they can actually just, buy multiples and actually switch the heads. I mean, it's very simple to do. And we can still get the special effects and everything. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, purple lanterns, they could be in there as well. Next up, we have Power Girl. Now, Power Girl is very, very, very controversial. We already know her best assets, right? But we already getting a Supergirl coming out, and I'm it's looking kind of spooky in Mcfarlane Toy line when they gave that girl just huge leggings. She don't even have no leg to expose. It's all big boots. It's like all the way up, riding up a skirt, which is crazy to me. But that may be the first Supergirl we get, and the second Supergirl we get, because we did get the Injustice. But I'm pretty sure there's going to be more Supergirls down the line that's going to come out. The classic versions, you know what I'm saying? The TV versions, all the other ones. But Power Girl needs to be in there too. You know what I'm saying? And because she has very bestowed assets, she still is in the line. Now, if they want to give us the classic look, or they want to give us the Injustice 2 look, which is the alternate costume, it's just an alt in the game of Injustice, they can actually give us this suit as well. Because that suit is pretty cool too. You know what I'm saying? I would like to have a Power Girl on the shelf as well. I've seen a lot of customs. I even customize my own Power Girl. You know what I'm saying? I got her sitting on my shelf as so fit. But at the same time, Power Girl needs some representation too. She's an alternate ego of, she's pretty much Supergirl, but just with a different default outfit. Now, if we do get another Supergirl down the line, I could see Todd McFarlane switching it up and giving us a gold label, which would be cool. You know what I'm saying? You have to hunt probably Target or probably, you know what I mean, Walmart, but at least it'll be made, at least it'll be out there, and we'll have a Power Girl. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Power Girl needs representation on the shelf. She is a DC character that needs to be out there. She's one of the, I would say, one of the famous ones, right next to Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying? If you was to put Wonder Woman up there and Supergirl, Power Girl would be right there near Supergirl. She's right there. You know, everybody knows Power Girl. You know, when Power Girl came into existence on the animated series, she whooped Supergirl's behind, and it was cool to see. You know what I'm saying? Because she was just had the same powers as Supergirl, but was more powerful, and she could fight. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, even in the Infinite Crisis storyline, she was a very prominent factor in that series. So she definitely has a staple, and she pretty much made her mark in the DC universe that can actually make be a prominent figure. You know what I'm saying? That could be possibly made. You know what I'm saying? Next up, obviously, is Wonder Woman. Now, there's different variations of Wonder Woman, and we only got a taste of it, I think, at CC at Comic-Con convention, right? Like, we got that one image of a prototype that will be coming to us shortly. But you know that once that Wonder Woman comes out the gate, we're gonna get a plethora of other Wonder Woman. There's one particular Wonder Woman that is in the new 52 that I would like to see, and that's Yara Flor. I would like to see her. She's the Brazilian Wonder Woman that I would like to see made into action figure form, because we did get the new 52. So I think we got the new 52 Superman. We got the new 52 Batman. But we need to get that new 52 Wonder Woman. But like I said, Wonder Woman has so many daggone outfits, bro. It's gonna sell. You know what I'm saying? It's like a kettle about to burst as far as how many collectors have been waiting for a Wonder Woman. And this is gonna be our first Wonder Woman we're gonna get that we've seen the prototype of. And you know the floodgates are gonna open with many more Wonder Woman down the line. So I have no fear as far as only one Wonder Woman being made as far as the one that we want. We got different variations already, but the floodgates are really about to open. With all these suits you see here, all these outfits, we're going to probably get each and every outfit of one of these. There's not a doubt in my mind that Todd is not going to capitalize on getting us out all of these Wonder Woman variations, because we're going to get a lot, especially off that first sculpt that was shown at Comic-Con. But yeah, next up, Big Barda. Yes, Big Barda. Big Barda and Scott Free, aka Mr. Terrific. We need a Big Barda. We need a Big Barda, because Big Barda is just an awesome character to me. You know what I'm saying? But Big Barda has the same sort of similar designs as Wonder Woman, so I could see them actually possibly using some of the same sculpted features that we've gotten from previous Wonder Woman before, especially the Batman Who Laughs version, you know what I'm saying, with the boots, the sculpt and everything. Most of the design is already there. You know what I'm saying? If there's a customizer out there that already made a Big Barda, more power to you. I'm pretty sure you know your Big Barda is awesome too, because I had the same ideas with these variations of Wonder Woman's we've been coming out with. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of customizers out there who's taking parts of different armors of Wonder Woman that we've already gotten and made a Big Barda. But we definitely need a Big Barda. Big Barda. I even want Big Barda to be in a new DC universe. You know what I'm saying? And the actress that I think could play her good would be Gina Carano. That's my personal belief. I think Gina Carano could come out there. She's big enough. She's got the scope. She's strong, just like Big Barda. And she will give Gal Gadot a run for her money if Gal Gadot returns. That'll be an awesome scene. Can you imagine Wonder Woman 3 where she has to fight Big Barda? I know the cheetah fight was alright. I mean, you know, it's one of her arch rivals, but Big Barda? Man, come on. And you know we got to get a Darkseid. You know that classic Darkseid is coming. That's what I ain't even put Darkseid in here because I already know Darkseid is on his way. There's no way in the world Darkseid can't be in there. As many Superman we got, you know what I'm saying? We already got the Doomsday, but you know Darkseid is right around the corner. You know what I'm saying? I would love to get that. But yeah, we definitely need Big Barda action figure. You know what I'm saying? We definitely need a Big Barda action figure and Mr. Miracle. Even if they give us a 2-pack with Mr. Miracle and Big Barda, that would be awesome because that's pretty much, they're a couple. You know what I'm saying? From the pages of Jack Kirby, I think that'd be an awesome 2-pack if they went that route. If they didn't put Big Barda in the single pack, and if they gave us like Big Barda and Mr. Miracle in the same pack, that'll be a cool little 2-pack. You know what I'm saying? Give us all the special effects. Give us the platform that they sit on. You know, give them their little power effects. Give Big Barda like 2 big, huge weapons because, you know, she's a brawler. She's a beast. You know what I'm saying? And I think that'll be a good 2-pack if they don't go with the single pack route for Big Barda. But I think Big Barda and Mr. Miracle is definitely highly needed on the collector's shelves because they're just history. They're historic characters that really should be in the DC line as far as the Mcfarlane action figures is concerned. Next up is the twins. Yep, I know, it's funny. It looks silly. It really looks silly. But after Todd gave us that Blue Beetle and Booster Gold 2-pack, I said the possibilities are endless, bro. The possibilities are endless. We can get the Wonder Twins. Because I didn't see that happening. I didn't even know there was a Blue Beetle movie being made when he made that 2-pack. I don't even think he knew. You know what I'm saying? Which is why we got the re-release in the single pack gold label. But when I saw that pack in those classic uniforms, I was like, oh, if he wanted to do this, he could even put it in a 3/4-inch line. You know what I'm saying? And it'll sell. It's the Wonder Twins. People like the Wonder Twins. If you grew up in the 80s, you've seen these characters before. You've seen them in spoofs. You've seen them on Adult Swim spoofs. You know what I'm saying? Robot Chicken. You've seen them in certain SNL, you know what I'm saying, broadcasts. You've seen them make jokes of them. But yeah, the Wonder Twins. Why not? Why not? Because I tell you one thing, if it's made, I know people are going to buy it. I would buy the Wonder Twins. And I would buy the little monkey dude that come with them. Why not? I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's so off. This is one of my most off selections. And I laughed when I put them in this selection, right? I really did. I was like, yo, this is silly. But why not? Because if we can get a 2-pack of Booster Gold and Blue Beetle, and you know what I'm saying, and it sells, why not make the Wonder Twins? That'll be the coolest thing. And he don't even got to put it on the shelf. He could keep it on the Mcfarlane Toys exclusive. I would buy it because it's the Wonder Twins. Easy sculpt to use. You know what I'm saying? It's not that hard to do. They ain't got no rigids and belt buckles and nothing. No, they really just a plain, you know what I mean, spandex outfit that can easily be painted, and there you go. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Wonder Twins. Why not? Why not? Next up. Now, this is the most criminal thing that happened in DC Comics. If you don't follow DC Comics, right, or you have no idea about the Super Twins. These are the original Super Twins, okay? And they were cool in the comic. This comic is regarded as one of the best Robin and Superboy team-ups that DC has ever made, all right? There was a 2-pack from the DC Direct line from years ago. That thing goes for so much money now. You know what I'm saying? Now that DC Direct is under Mcfarlane, they got to re-release these guys. Or Mcfarlane could do it himself. But their series got cut short, which is sad. They aged up Connor, you know what I'm saying? They aged up Superboy, made him older. Very controversial. Nobody liked it. And it wasn't because of what his sexual preference was. It was just that people didn't like that. They wanted him young again because he still had a lot of growing to do. And the dynamic between Damian and him was awesome. They were really they even made a movie out of it. DC animated series made a movie out of it, but aged them up in the comics. The dumbest idea DC ever did. Now I can get critical on DC Comics because I read DC Comics. I know exactly what the hell be going on as far as the comic books and then the animated series. Not for nothing, the animated series is pristine. It's spot on. You can't knock DC as far as animation. Like, all of the animated movies are good. They are the kings of animating superheroes. Not Marvel, DC are. Marvel tried it with the Avengers and Young Avengers, and that joint flopped, all right? Sorry, it sucks. They got good MCU movies. I don't know about TV shows, but as far as animation, ever since Batman the Animated Series, bro, DC has been the kings of animation. And they made a movie out of this. They made a whole movie with Starro and everything. It was awesome. But they got criminally robbed out of the comics. They aged up Kent, the young, I can't even think of his name. But you know what I'm talking about, Superboy. They aged him up and they left Robin as the same, which sucked. They need to be both the same height, trying to figure out their powers. Funny as heck. Comedy galore. These two boys are hilarious. And I think a 2-pack of them would be awesome as far as the DC line. So yeah, I'm putting them in here as far as, you know, one of my last wish list characters is Damian Wayne and Superboy, because this dynamic duo is so awesome. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, this is just my wish list of what I anticipate in the coming months or in the coming years. I think that the Mcfarlane toy line really has a tight grip on what characters that they want to create that we haven't seen before, and at the same time what potentials characters that can be released. But that's my take on it. Rate, comment, subscribe. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. If you have any suggestions as far as what characters or comics that you've read from the DC line that you would like to see made in action figure form, I'd love to hear it. Put it down in the comments below, and I'll make another video in the future. Peace.